The first one is to give yourself some days when you will not be very effective, right? There are always these days which don't go as per plan in life. But for the most part, my goal has been, and I've learned over the years, I'm trying to do lesser and lesser. I'm trying to create more free time in a day. I don't pack it up because getting the ability to think and plan is very critical to be far more effective. So it really boils down to, at different stages of your career or roles and levels, what are the 3 or 5 things you want to spend your time on? I would advocate people who are entering a professional career to focus on just 2 or 3. They shouldn't be thinking about 8 or 10. And as you get a little more senior, you have many more responsibilities, maybe max of 5. You focus 100% of the time on those 5 things and let your team step in and your colleagues step in to do the rest. It's very important for a leader to be able to not jump into and try and solve every problem or every crisis. Not a good way to develop people around you. You should have the patience and the trust to let your team make mistakes or do things and observe and give feedback, but let them do it and develop their own leadership style. If they keep relying on you to solve a lot of the problems, you will create a very hierarchical organization where you are the most valuable person, but you don't build an institution, you don't build people, you don't build the quality you need. And I've done this myself. I made the mistakes myself. I've jumped into crisis myself. But I think in the last 3-4 years, thanks to my coach, thanks to the practices I've done, I think the biggest practice impact I had was out of meditation. Not too long, not too much. It's something I never believed in. But I started doing it. I think it helped me remove myself from my own head and body in many complex crisis situations and step out and observe. Our company went through demonetization. We were the most affected because our whole business is around managing currency and cash. Could have killed our company, but we survived and thrived and did much better. And I would give a lot of the credit to just my meditation practice. And in fact, those days, instead of working 20 hours a day, I started working 6 hours. I used to come late, I used to think a lot, I used to work with my team in the areas, but I would not be in the war room. I would not enter the war room. I would actually leave office and run away quickly because I didn't want to know all the problems. I just want to know the core problems and think about them and come up with at least our attempt at a solution. I think that was a brilliant time. I saw our leaders really become far more impactful, far more confident. They've moved on to bigger roles. Our company did very well with it. And for me, at least, it was meditation. For many other people, maybe being very clear what they want to achieve in the week, what they want to achieve the next day, and making sure they remove the noise from everything else they do. So for me, I don't waste time on emails unless somebody calls me and reminds me something important email for me to look at. So being very ruthless with your time and focusing on the 2, 3, 4 things that are important to you, both in your personal life and your professional life. Personal life could be your health, could be exercise, could be time with family, could be reading, whatever it may be. And yeah, it won't work 5 days a week, but if you can get it done 4 days a week, I think you will improve your efficiency, effectiveness, and leadership in leaps and bounds.